I'd film another video for hips. The hips video was popular, so here's a second instalment. We're going to start with side kneeling kicks. So bring one leg out to the side, and then you're going to bring your hand down, and you either bring it on the floor in line with your knee, or if you're a bit tight in this hip, grab a block or a couple of books and put your hand on there. Other hand comes up by your ear, push your hips forwards. Then we're going to lift that leg to hip height. And flex the foot, bring the leg forwards, and then point the toes, take it backwards. So you're trying to keep your upper body nice and still, and the leg straight and at hip height. So you'll really feel this into the hips, into glute med. So you might feel it in the leg that's moving, you might feel it in the leg that you're kneeling on, or you might feel it in both. So 2 more each way. And bring it back in line, lower, and change sides. So reset yourself. Bring that leg out to the side. Hand either on the floor in line with your knee, or on the block, whatever's best for you. Other hand by your head, hips forwards, lift that leg, then flex the foot, come forwards, point the toes, take it backwards. So one side will feel easier than the other. It's the same with any move. You might find that you have more mobility in one side than the other. That's also completely natural. You might also feel one side is weaker than the other. If you have got a significant weakness on one side, do more reps on that side to try and get it to the same strength as the other side. So 2 more each way. And then lower it back down. So if you need to, sit into your shell stretch just round through the spine. Stretch it out. And hands by your knees. Restack. We're going to lie down on your back. Lower back into the mat. Draw in on your abdominals, and then bring your legs to 90 degrees at the hips, 90 degrees at the knees. Hands on your hip bones, keeping your hips level, so you'll feel that with your hands, and keeping your lower back into the floor. We'll start with the left leg, take the left leg out to the side. So knee and foot are in line. And bring it back to centre. Then take the other leg out, your right leg, and then back to centre. So if you've got good mobility, your stopping point will be when the hip on the opposite side wants to follow. But if you've got poor mobility, your stopping point will be at that restriction point. Keep drawing in on your tummy muscles. So when you take that leg to the left, when you feel like the right hip is trying to roll over, bring the leg back to centre. Foot and knee in line, lower back into the floor. That's 2 more each side. And last one each side. And just release your back. Bring your knees in if you need to, or stretch out. come onto your side. So we're going to do your side leg series. So a straight line from your head all the way down to your heels. We're right up on the hips, so the hips are stacked. Rest your head. Bottom rib lifted off the floor so your spine's in alignment. Now if you can, this hand on the top of the top leg. If not, fingertips for balance. So tummy in, we're going to lift the top leg just to hip height. And the bottom leg's going to come to meet it. And then flex your feet and we'll lower the feet together. So top leg, bottom leg, flex and lower. The heels and toes to touch before you flex and lower. So working down the outside of this top leg, get some inner thigh work and also a little bit of oblique work. So 3 more. Last one. And then let's change sides. If you do find that it's a little uncomfy on the hip that you'll lay on, get a cushion or fold your mat over a couple more times. So same thing, straight line, head to heels, hand along the leg if you can, if not fingertips, and top leg, hip height, bottom leg, flex the feet and lower. So top leg, bottom leg, flex the feet and lower. So staying right up on the hip. Make sure that bottom rib doesn't sink so we keep that spinal alignment. Okay, so let's have 3 more. And then the last one. And come up to seated. So we're going to sit tall, legs straight. If you can't sit tall with your legs straight, sit on your block or a cushion. So we're working quads and hip flexors. Keep this lower back nice and flat. I'm going to flex the foot, lift the leg and lower. Change sides, flex the foot, lift the leg and lower. So focus is really on trying to keep that back as flat as you can so you work into the hips. And this one's harder than it looks. Two more each side, try and stay tall. And then give those legs a shake out. And you're all done. Enjoy.